Oh no, it's working. Hello. I think I'm live. I'm going to double check that because it is. It's Annette. Nettie. Hi, how are you? Well, yes, I'm 2 days off 3 weeks since my knee operation, and my paper pumpkin arrived the week I went to the hospital. So I was in hospital when it arrived. So I thought I'm just going to do a bit of it on the fly. Might take a bit of time, but let's just go with it. And it is going to be just you, me, and the world when they come on. But that's okay because I'm really random doing this. So we have now 1 day, so tomorrow, this book catalogue will be open. Now, that leads me to where with this pack. So this, I'll open this first and then I'll show you something. Okay. So when I opened it, this is as far as I got. So it's got a stamp block. It's got some cards. So obviously, because this is American and this is the first time it's come to Australia, it's got American stuff. And we have Father's Day, of course. But this is Happy Father's Day, Happy Birthday, so you can still use it. You're an awesome you. I have to stamp that one out and have a look. You are a, I can't read it. Older, wiser, better. I don't know, some men they don't get wiser and better, they just stay nice. Thanks, happy birthday, some nice little tracks down the back. I don't know what, oh, that's some seagulls, group of seagulls. So we've got that in there, throw that. So it's got one ink spot, and so with that you just get, I mean, you can use your picking tool and just run that across and break the seal. Okay, and maybe I won't break the seal there. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I don't want to take that all off because I'll show you why. I want to leave that on so you can see the, so I want to keep that on a bit there so you still can see the stuff in there. But I want it to do it so when it opens it still has the lid attached because I don't like to lose them. So that is Peaceful Poem, which is one of our new colours that have just come out with this catalogue. Alright, so here we have a Welcome to Paper Pumpkin. Each month there is a new creative adventure. Now I've only ordered 3 because I don't know. So it's Learn to Stamp, well, other languages, in German I think, and in French, and in English. Beyond the box, step-by-steps are included. So I'm going to pop the box down for a minute. So this is the pack you get in it. Now, maybe if you've already been looking at Paper Pumpkin, you'll be aware of this because it has been out for the week that 2 weeks I've been sick, and I can't help that. So they've got some stones, some tear and tape. They've got some plain cardstock to use. They've got envelopes. So this kit makes 3, 6, 9 cards with that. Here it has, oh my goodness, look at this. These are the DSP. So it has enough to do. So these are actually a normal card, okay, so you can cut that and make, I don't know if that is a card base, or you cut them. I would cut them, I don't think, So you have those, but they are white, so I don't know. Haven't looked at that. Let me see. I think there was instructions as well here. Okay, so they've put simple cards you can make from it, so I would assume this is what you get with it. So this is this is a card front, so it's not the backs, it's just the fronts, and you will cut them, and this is stamp this on top of there. See how they've done here. Let me get it up a bit closer. And those are the stamps. You've stamped that, you've stamped that, you've stamped that, and then you're going to place it on the paper and you get a card. So they have 1, 2, 3 different cards that you might want to make, and in here, so there they break it down for 1 card. So it's that with that, that and that. Okay, now these must be the add-ons, which I didn't get. Alright, but in here, there's the words. Alright, so in here is saying what's in the kit. So here we have paper squares to cut out that are plain. Then we've got the strips for stamping on. We've got some more card base to use. Alright, then we've got, look at this, we've got push outs. So these push out and you can put them into your card. Alright, so you've got 2 of those, or 3, let me have a look. 1, 2, 3. So that makes 3 cards of that, 3 cards of that, and then 1 with the other ones. Then you've got some more push outs to use to do that. So, because I'm going to be different, I think, I've already had a really good idea, because I've already seen some cards out there since I got here, people making extra cards, so I thought I better get in and do what I want to do before I forget. So, I will do it my way. So isn't that beautiful? So let me see. I have got a piece of cardstock that I've just cut out previously because I wanted to do that. So it is 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now I've done random cutting here. Okay, so I have scored it at 2 1/16, flipped it around and did the same. Then it is turned to the side, measure down 1 inch and cut between the 2 outside scores, and flip it and do it the same. So measure 1 inch from the first 2 1/16 and cut it to there. So when you put it into your into there, it is quite easy because we have these. So you're going to put it in 1 inch like that, and then you're going to bring your cutter to that first mark and go along to this last mark. Okay, so that's at about, yeah, it's the 2 1/16, and then you'll go down, and the last one is at 5, just under 5 1/4, just up. Okay, so you can pick up your thing and have a look. Then you're going to score it at 4 1/8, and you're going to score it only to that inch, and again from the bottom from the inch. So you can turn them upside down and do it again, and that's it. And then the next score we're doing is at 3 inches, and you're only going to score in the middle piece. So you're not going to score at the first inch, we're going to start down from the inch, and we're just going to score there to there, okay? So I've done it in a really dark paper. It's hard to have a look at. Flip it around and do the same. Now I have done the measurement that if you don't want to flip it around, I haven't got a lot of measurements, a lot of instructions written out for this one because I'm just having a bit of play and I thought I'd rather play on public. So at the 3-inch score between the cut lines, flip and do the same, or at 5 1/4. But I would go the 3-inch at both ends. I think that way you feel right. And then it shuts as a gate fold, and that's your card. All right, so now we're just going to decorate it with what we've got. So we've got lots of little bits and pieces here. So what I was thinking, you see this envelope has beautiful ocean, and if I take off there, I think I'll get both of those in. So I'm just going to open that up. Alright. Because this is quite heavy, so it's a nice makes a nice DSP. Look at that. Okay, so I will measure this. So I want it at 3 3/4 by 5 7/8. 3 3/4 by 5 7/8. Where's my pen? Okay, let's go to that side. DSP 3 3/4 by 5 7/8, and we want two of those. Alright, so it's 5 1/2 to get there. Let's just cut that flap off and take that to there. Well, we're going to have to bring it to there so we get the whole way down. Okay. So, you're going to be only doing that. You want that piece. Let's have a look. That can't be 3 3/4. Why am I thinking 3 3/4? There's no way that's 3 3/4. It's 1 3/4. No wonder it looked so big. Okay, 1. Silly me. Alright. So 1 3/4. 1 3/4. Now we still have got the little bit of the bend. And what was that? By 5. Okay, so I'm going to just, because that comes to 6, I am going to square that off at there. Okay? Okay. And I'm going to cut that off at 6 because we're going to use the rest of that for the little bits at the top, okay? So we've got this, so we've got 1 3/4 and 1 3/4. Now, can we get another one? Oh, how's that? Now that will be at the panel at the back. So we need 5 and do I need 5 7/8? Because it's only 5 1/2. 5 1/2. We want, I don't want 5. We want 5 3/8. It's 5 1/2. 5 3/8. So that was another one I didn't. It's because I'm on the fly, guys. It's on the fly. Where's my pen gone now? Oh my goodness. Here's another pen. Ooh, that's a pencil. So 5 and 3. Let me see again. I don't know, girls, do you find the same? Two marks under 2, 2 marks under 2, marks under an inch is 7/8. Yeah, I've done that right. It's the length I'm doing. Oh my goodness. You can see that I'm not quite all with it. Half, it's at the half is 3/8. 5 and 3/8 is there. Okay, so we're going to take them to there. Where's our third one gone? There it is. Which sequence does that go? That's right. So line it up in your sequence. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Now, let's stick those on now while I'm thinking about it, because I do not want to be mucking about with this. So, first time I've tried doing a pumpkin on its own. My head's got an idea, so let's just hope that it works. Should have been a little bit shorter, to be honest. I need to take that off a little bit shorter. My goodness. Let me get that off for a second. Right. Let me get this off for a minute. That's 5.5. I'm going to just take that much more off because I'm not happy with that. It's normally 5.5. Now I'm going to put that back on because I think I like a little bit more often than that. That's better. Alright, so wow. Now we've got it at 5. 5.25. Do you know, most of my cards I do that at that, so I don't know why I thought I could do it under. Alright. I'm just making sure I got them in sequence. That's it, and that one goes over that side. Must need to change my blades. Goodness gracious. That's it. And then on the back, I'm putting one of them on the back because I will put a piece of white cardstock once I've stamped it. I do have my husband's birthday coming in June, so I might as well make this for him. Oh, hello people. Thanks for popping in. It doesn't sort of say anyone's on. So say hello. Hi Kiri. Oh, I'm just trying this out. I don't know if I'm doing very well. Alright, so now we've got that and we've used our paper for that. So now I am going to do these little pieces in here. So, because I've got that much, I'm here, I need that. So I need 1 3/4 by 3/4. Alright, let's do that. 1 3/4 by 3/4. So I'm just going to do this at 3/4. Okay. Right, got 1 and 3/4 again. So I'm going to need 2. Alright. So just measure, I've said the right one for me. Oh, it's just under 2. Yeah, it's just under 2, so it is actually 2 point, just under 2. So have I got 1 7/8. We actually need 4 of those. 1 7/8. So that's not going to make it. 1 7/8. And 1 7/8. Oh, hi Jeanette. Tomlinson, I used to know a Tomlinson in basketball. It's a small world, isn't it? Let me just check if that's the same. That is. So now we'll glue all those on. I'm doing it on the fly, girls. I'm just, I was bored. I've been sitting on my tush for too many days with my leg. I'm doing much better. I definitely can walk a little bit. Oh, is that the right size? Yeah, I'm definitely walking a little bit without my crutches as much, but I still have to be aware that I'm going to need them. And then 2 down the bottom of the same. So there is no measurements. You'll just have to, if you want to do this, you'll have to go back. But if you do the first, if you cut the card out, you will see that you can just measure it like I am and put your pieces in. It's so easy. I'm holding that away. I was watching my lives the other day, ladies, and feeling a little bit like I'm letting you down because I'm trying to work into this space. Now, I seem to have a bit of a burr on my, I need to, okay. Alright, so now we've got that done. We need to get, I'm not sure if I want to put, I might, the blue. So we're still using our envelopes. We've got still this much left. So now I need the 2 pieces to go down there. So that is 3.5. So I want 3 7/8 by 1/4 inch. 3 7/8. So I'm going to turn it that way. 3 7/8 by where was my last piece? By this much. 3/4 inch, okay? And I'll just do that twice because so that's using, I've just used up 1 envelope to do this. Isn't that cool? don't have to find my DSP. Now, I did buy the whole stamping set by the Bay. Where was it? I did buy this one on a debate. I'm not sure whether I'm going to use any of those things on it. I'm just trying to use what's on, but I might add more. And I did say, measure twice. That's 3.5. That's it. So 3 1/4, I think. I might just put it down there and we'll have a look. There's a burr on there. So to there. I'm just I'm being very super. Yeah, 3 1/4. So I'll get the other one and we'll line that up there as well. Oh look, we've got 2 more leftovers, so how's that? Alright. So you didn't play basketball, Jeanette. There's a very famous coach that I coached back in the year at Melbourne Tigers. That's a bit too long. I want to have the bit of blue in the middle, so that is too long. And I'm going to take that much off, and that's correct. Okay, so that would be, yeah, stick that to something else. Okay, so you will be doing this on a random look it up and go, I don't know, is that in the quarter? Yeah, okay, so it's 3 1/4. Now, okay, so we've got that totally covered. We need a piece of white cardstock for the back to put our greeting on. And that is the same size as this panel here. So it is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. So my stitches are all coming out, all came out, and everything's looking cool. What did I do? 1 3/4, yeah. Looking all good, so I'm really happy. Alright, and that's going to go on the back. I'm going to keep that. Right, now the only thing we have to look at is what we're going to put as the inside piece in here, because this is a bay window, so we're going to be looking out at the beach. And I am thinking of what's in here. I am thinking of this. So this piece, so I can either make it so it jumps out like that and it sits out, because it will still shut. So it will still shut. Okay, so I can have it that it sits out like that, or I can just cut it to fit in between. I could have just put a piece of that panel there and a piece there and make it a whole scene. Is that wide enough to do that? So if I had, so what I got to do is, this is 3 1/2 inches that, so if I had there, and then there to there, and then there to there, is 3 1/2. How's that? 3.5. So if I take, oh my goodness, this is so cool. I didn't need those ones there, but if I take that one off, so that one is that. I'm just trying to work out, is there, he's on the 3/4. So if I take 3/4 off one side and 3/4 off the other side, I get to get the scenery going all the way over. How is that? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Something's actually working well. So I'm going to put them on them. I didn't really like that blue there. It looked a bit too much for me. So I'm going to put that on there. And we're doing it top to bottom over there. That on the other side. Have you all had a nice weekend? I will actually be on Tuesday, I think, because I've got my cards cut ready, so I don't. That's why I was happy to muck about here now. All right, look at that. Oh, that is so nice. Isn't it nice? What do you reckon? Oh, I like it. Okay, so now because we're at the beach, I do? Okay, come on boy, sit up. We've got to give those a bit of a good burnish because they're not sitting down as much as they should, are they? Okay, and that one. So you can see with between my scraps and those two go to the back, that comes to the front, and we have a bay window. What do you reckon, guys? That looks so nice. Now what we could do over here is grab some of the, on the stickers, is some prairie grass. Now we could have done that before we hopped on, but of course, as I said to you, I didn't plan this. Now it does come with its own stickers. I'm just going to get some ink pad, excuse me, hobbling. I'll get some crumb cake and some early espresso. I might just use an early espresso and a little bit of really, oh, they've got peaceful pine here. Maybe I might do a wee bit of that too with the rushes over the top. So what I'll do is so this is crumb cake. Okay. Just to take that over all the way. And then I'm going to get the peaceful pine. Clean this first. I'm working on that bad space, aren't I? And I'm just going to get the peaceful pine just very lightly and put it across. I might stamp that off, guys. Scraps here, just gently stamp it off and then go down. That's better, isn't it? Peaceful pine's nice, so it might work. I can have a little bit of that as well. And then I can just double stamp. So I might do down here and then do the double stamp over there. Oh, how's that? Okay. So I'm going to have that one and then down. And that one and down. Oh, that looks nice. Now, let me have a look. What are we going to... Oh, let's get some seagulls. This is really nice, isn't it? Now I'm just going to do those seagulls out. Yes! My husband, I've only got a few people on, so it doesn't matter. He's asking if I want a gin and tonic. It's been a while since I've had a drink. So, now, I'm just going to put some up here. Now, I'm going to clean that off because I don't want to put all of those seagulls on. I'm just going to put the 2 there and down there. Okay, flying high, flying everywhere, aren't they? I don't want all 3, don't want it covered. Isn't that lovely? Now, what else should I add, guys? I know that in the pack there is some, what else have they got in here? Oh, I've got the little bits and pieces of papers. They've got stamps saying happy birthday. They've got a bike. My husband's not really a fisherman. But should I put one of these on the ground, just in case he is? I watched a new Netflix movie that had, no, I can put that, no, I don't want that on the ground. No, it doesn't look right, does it? He's not a fisherman. Okay, so I'm not going to use those. Now, what do I add? Okay. There's those, but there's nowhere to add them. I'm liking it quite plain like it is. But, let's get a happy birthday, because that's what I'm going to give it to him. Thanks. Happy birthday. Oh, it's rather plain. Do you like it? It is rather plain. Plain Jane. Stamp block. Clean that off. No, I won't. I'll get another one. I've got plenty. Okay, I'm just going to do that in memento. Down on the bottom there, happy birthday. Isn't that lovely? It's really simple. You might see what I'm doing. So.
Looks lovely.
Oh, as long as he doesn't guess it's for him. Look at that. And then on the back, oh, we better put a couple of seagulls on there, and some. Might as well get all of the seagulls. There we go. We got some more seagulls there, and my panel for the back. I'm just going to put some happy birthday there, and I'm going to get this again. And I'm going to just do a little bit of our little wheat grass down the bottom. And then I'm going to get my peaceful pine and do the same. And then a little bit off. Okay? Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? So how is that? Cheers. How is that for a completely different idea and not really a lot of bother? I was going to pull something out of my card pack to add to it. but that's the back and that's the front, and that is so gentle. So I could have like on here they've got big chairs, but I don't want to upset the apple cart with the big chair. That, apart from that look being a bit wonky. I don't know if I've got any dies that are sitting out, but I think you need to work with the kit. I thought I had one that I'd made. I'd made a chair. But I don't know if I want a chair in the middle of there. I suppose, what do you reckon, guys? Who thinks we should do a chair? What do you reckon? Do we do a chair or not? Because it's so big and takes that whole... Because when you fold the card like that, it says happy birthday, and then you open it and stand it up. And I just think that a chair on the front won't fold in. No, it doesn't. It's not getting a chair. Chair's too big. Chair's too big. So what else was in the kit? So there's sort of nothing else I could take out of the kit. I'm just trying to think whether... What do you reckon? Anyone got an idea? Do you want something else on it? Or do you reckon that's it? Oh, that is a bit wonky, guys. Turn that around a bit. There you go. That's better. Oh, I actually got to move it again. What do you reckon of that? That is really simple. Oh, there you go. I knew there was something else. Look at these. They look like painted nails. You want your nails done? So I'm definitely out with the ore, I'm sorry. I'll have to do another one. I'll try again. So here we've got some little stones. So I might just put them again, a couple in against, in by the, up here. Oh, nice little one up there. It's got some stones on the beach. Alright, some little pebbles. Do you want some more on there or not? No, that's it. The ore doesn't do it for me, nor the fish. He does bike ride, but he doesn't ride a girl's bike. And I think that's done. So there's my first card with paper pumpkin as an alternate that's really easy to make. Okay? So I walked you through. I haven't done an envelope. I'll do that later. I didn't do it to do envelopes today. I just wanted to see what I could do with the pumpkin thing without, so I could have lots of different cards. So that is just using the envelope and 1 centerpiece of the cards, and that has made us a window, a bay window. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I'm sure my knee's going to be so good I'll be running around and I can race around and get a lot more ideas done for this. But I'll do another one next Sunday. Okay, bye. Thanks for joining me. Thanks, girls. Really appreciate it. Bye.